Has it started? Oh, yeah, it is. Hi, I'm at my office, and today is should be English Day, Wednesday until Tuesday, since we have the new admin, and she said that I have to give away to the other subjects instead of just giving English for 2 days. But it was not suggested by me; it was suggested by boss. So we've changed to Thursday, so everyone has to speak English on Thursday. But as for English teacher, we have to speak English like every day among ourselves to the kids, no matter what. And we try to speak English to all these ambassadors that we have appointed, math and science teacher especially. So the administrator, they need to speak English as well. It is just to provide an environment and create a situation where everyone is using it confidently, not that they just know how to read, write, and listen, but they need to speak out for themselves in order to help them to be confident, to communicate, which is very, very important. Wrong Without communication, it is like one way of living. You can't be just mute when you are around this kind of demand like this, where you are going for an interview, you go for a job seeking and stuff like that. And as a teacher, I found it is very irritating when the teachers who are supposed to teach English does not emphasize English in the classroom, where the kids are, of course they don't know, it's a second language, you have to understand the whole situation. It is a second language, they don't get a chance to speak it at home. For those parents who do not know how to speak English, those who know and those who are capable in doing so, the kids have no problem in listening and speaking. And we are trying to give an opportunity to these people at school with a very limited time, only an hour or maybe 30 minutes a day. So, which is insufficient, because language needs to be practiced, needs to be learned, needs to be exercised. As myself, I am not good in English as well. So I keep on trying to chat with my friends abroad, especially in the UK, and I will do a video call with them every morning or maybe every night, just to make sure that I get a chance to practice it. Not only I speak among the kids, I speak to them on the other side of the world freely, just to make sure that I know how to express myself in public, use it confidently everywhere I want to go where English is required to be used. It's not only that English is just used and it's been spoken widely, but most of the knowledge, books, and all these resources are found in English. So it is not fair for the kids who are fond of English. Apart from English, they can learn Chinese, Japanese, French, and whatsoever language they want, because language is basically, and it is geared and it is being programmed for the mind, not for job seeking things or university qualification or entrance. No, it is none. It is part of it, like a little bit of contribution of it, but most of the time it's just how your brain will be programmed, and you can think more based on the rules, especially grammar, present, past, future, and you have 3 ways of thinking instead of 1 way or 2. So you have more brain capacity to live with. And then like, I'm not putting down on other languages, I'm not saying that English is too great, but it at least it helps our nation to think the same and to think at a right pace, like nobody is left behind. So for example, tempat tempat letak kereta, parking, car park. So it's just 2 seconds the brain started to work on something very like fast. It's faster than normal thinker. And apart from that, it is also preparing the kids to be widely useful, like Singapore, Thailand, if they want to go abroad and where they have to go for a big, huge amount of money to work, like salary. It's the advantage for the kids to earn more instead of just, you know, being in one place and they just stuck there and they don't have the capacity to practice it. And it is a betrayal for our nation. Did I say it right? Oh, sometimes my English need to be practiced as well. So yeah, maybe sometimes I was thinking when my listening and speaking activities are being like done for 3 months or a month, but I think I need to do that because the kids, they don't have the opportunity, they can't build the confidence in them because they are not from that kind of background. Those who are capable, especially my they are very, very fluent, but I have to find an interesting way to get it more interesting, involved, active. Today, I mean, this year is my last year in the school and in the service, and it is not fair for the kids if they are not getting the best from me. Yeah, I really hope all of you out there, English teachers, parents, grandparents, whomever you are out there, please help them. Help the kids. They are growing, they are developing learners, so they need support. They don't need condemnation, unless if they are very wild and mischievous. I think that's all for today. I have tons of book to mark, and I am marking one of it. And I have one student, she is very fluent, but she refused to do the work. You can see that. She just pleased me with how she speaks, but her production-wise, making me mad. Well, it's 7:10. I'm good to go. I need to do my work. I have more to check and I have few more pages to go through. It's just this stack. And while marking, I have this kind of like, oh my god, whose book is this? Why she's writing that way? And I see some of it was like, oh, they don't have collective nouns exercises. They don't know how to work it out. Or conjunctions, they are having problem because they don't know how to use it. They don't have this exposure. They don't read. So that is why I have my own mini library, so that I can just, while I'm writing, when they had done the work in like minimum exercise, that will be okay for this for their level. I can get them to read any of the books here. There are varieties: cooking, arts, science, all sorts of field and category of the books. And some of them borrowed my books, which are donated by my students, and some of them are parents. So I'm happy about it, and there will be more books coming in. But it's just that I need to find more fun and ideas on how to make it work, because thinking it alone is no fun. I can live alone, I can be with myself and travel the world alone, but thinking about all this for the kids, it is a bit tough for me. Okay, I need some ideas. If you feel like you want to talk to me and voice it out, and ideas are welcome, and suggestions, please do so. It is more than great feelings to deal with and to collaborate and cooperate with. And at the moment, I am focusing on physical improvement of HIP. Just that I have to think of the ideas on how to approach the parents, which is a bit challenging. Well, that's all for today. Ciao. Have a good Wednesday.